I meet so many kids that come to the show that are dressed like Smooth Criminal or Beat It or Thriller. And it's like, what do you know about him? It's like,
yeah.
And not even this big. Like, what do you know about Michael, you know?
Yeah.
There comes a lot of pressure with playing such a huge icon as MJ. There's only one MJ, the greatest of all time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I need a hat, I need a jacket.
You ready to go?
I'm ready to rock and roll.
You gotta be careful, they might give you my job.
Well, I'm here on stage at the Prince Edward Theatre where I am going to be chatting to someone who's taken on pretty much one of the biggest roles in theatre, Michael Jackson. Welcome to Heart.
Thank you.
How do you take on one of the most iconic pop artists ever on this planet? How do you do it?
Yeah, a lot of preparation, with this role. I like to say, of course, there comes a lot of pressure with playing such a huge icon as MJ. There's only one MJ, the greatest of all time, But I think with it comes a big responsibility. And I know that I'm not him at the end of the day, but I know as a fan and also as someone that's playing him, I'm going to honor his legacy for the duration of the time that I have the audience with me. And I'm going to pay homage and celebrate the legacy.
You must have a few. I'm not even going to ask you to pick one because you can't.
Yeah.
That you love to perform. What would they be? Like your top three?
Smooth Criminal, Beat It, Billie Jean.
Don't you find though, when you were a kid, you were watching the videos again and again and again just to try and dance like Michael, right?
Yeah, completely. I mean, as a kid, I used to, growing up in the Bronx, I used to do Beat It, You Rock My World, and Thriller for my family in the living room. My grandpa would be my DJ. I would be like, hit it, pop, and you hear, or boom, boom. This is the top of the music.
Yeah.
You Rock My World's my favorite song. But
good.
Yeah, no, seriously. I could talk about MJ forever. But knowing that, I was that little kid, I still am that kid. Mm-hmm. I think we all were that kid, and getting to play him, it's surreal. It's sometimes otherworldly. Sometimes I can't even put it into the right words to describe it.
What would you say it was about Michael Jackson that had you so fascinated?
Oh, that's just a good question. There's so many things I think that are appealing about Michael, I think the music is just universal. There's something sonically that he was really able to encapsulate that is just so infectious to the human ear, whether you grew up with him all the way from the Jackson 5 or you were born 5-6 years ago and you just came across his music. But so I would say the music, but for me, just the look. The
fashion, the outfits as well.
The outfits, the movement, Thriller, Beat It. But I would say the look as well. Just he had this look, like he just knew how to style himself, but he also knew how to style himself in movement, like in dance. Like there's just something that was just so, I think that's just so cool. And I think children still of this time, I meet so many kids that come to the show that are dressed like Smooth Criminal or Beat It or Thriller. And it's like, what do you know about him? It's like,
yeah.
And not even this big. Like, what do you know about Michael,
Yeah.
But I think there's something so inspiring and so cool about that because it's everlasting, something really immortal about that.
And the music lives on.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
And I think also it comes to, all of the other artists. He's influenced so many, like your Neos, your Ushers. Mm-hmm. All of those dance moves, where did they come from?
From him. I'd be surprised if you say that you weren't influenced by him. And if you say that, sorry to say, you're probably lying.
Lying. You're lying to yourself as well. So obviously, him being such an icon, how do you get into character? How do you go from me chatting to you now, and then literally a couple of hours, you're going to be on stage as Michael Jackson? How do you do it? How do you prepare yourself? What do you do?
I start to go through my movement or start to think about, I want this to be a little bit better tonight, because with playing him, I will never say that I play him perfectly, because he was perfect. And I don't think I'll ever reach that, but it's a good thing because he was so good that it rises again, and it continuously rises, that you'll never catch it.
It's amazing.
But the more that you chase it, the better you become.
Now, you haven't just played MJ here in the UK, obviously stateside. There's anywhere else that you played as well?
I was the standby on Broadway for a year. Yep. I was the alternate on tour for the first national tour for 2023. Yep. And then last year I took over in July, and I did it here. So I've done it in 3 companies, Broadway, tour, and now here in London. What
would you say would be the big main difference between the UK audience and the American audience? Because there's got to be a few, right?
Yeah, just one. It's just
go on then, you can say it, it's fine.
No, I mean, you guys know it. You guys are way more reserved. You guys are way more reserved than American audiences. But it's not bad. It's not bad for me. I kind of like like it because it kind of enables me and the rest of the artists on stage. It enables us really to engulf ourselves in the world that we're creating for the audience. It can be jarring at first, you know, moments in the States, like, you know, if I pull something out or I do something or certain moments that would get like a woo or a ah.
Yeah.
And it's just.
Stop it. I'm ashamed of us.
It could be, woo, it's like, tough crowd. But what I always say, because we get quiet audiences in the States every now and then too, but the audience's reactions are the same at the end of the show. Audiences love this show universally, which I think speaks credit to the work that Michael laid behind for us to follow and the work that the entire company does, from the producers all the way to everyone on stage. You know, it's a well-oiled machine, but there's so many moving parts and it's a hard show, but everybody's working to really put out the best product, you know, so. And you feel that at the very end of the show, which is what I love. So like, even though it's quiet the majority of the time, you guys come back tenfold at the very, very end, which I really love, so.
Well, look, we're not long now until you actually have to start performing in front of hundreds of people. So before that happens, how about you show me some of those moves? I've always wanted to do the moonwalk.
I'll be honored.
Yeah?
I'll be honored, yeah. Yeah, let's do it.
So should we go straight in with the moonwalk? Is that the hardest or the easiest? Out of the lot?
All of them.
Maybe we let that be the pièce de résistance, yeah? Can we do? How's it go? It goes, no one wants to be defeated.
Okay, this one?
Do that one.
1, 2.
1, 2.
Yeah, so it's 1, 2.
1, 2.
And then you have here. Wow. Yeah, you ready?
Are you ready? Yes.
5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, come on.
We got this.
Yeah, so let's beat it.
Okay.
Let's beat it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's the kick.
So
you don't have to go as high.
That, yeah.
Just think about there being like a wall.
Yeah.
And your heel's gonna hit it, and the heel stops it.
Yeah.
The wall stops it, so you go, ga.
Yeah.
A little attitude on it.
Do it again.
Yeah, I'm doing something in my head too. It's a. Come on. Here.
Oh, here.
Here. And then you have here.
Oh yeah, we definitely do that one.
Then we have, so the arms are gonna go through like this.
Yeah.
And they're gonna come out. Bop. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I need a hat, I need a jacket.
You're ready to go.
I'm ready to rock and roll.
You gotta be careful, they might give you my job. You might be on stage tonight.
I'll be your understudy, how about that, yeah?
Would you like to do the moonwalk?
Oh my God, yes, okay.
You're gonna take a step.
Yep.
And you push back. So when you push back.
Wait, who's pushing? So say that again.
The right foot is pushing. The back leg is just gonna go back because then you're gonna transfer the weight.
Yeah.
And then transfer the weight.
So, is that right?
Yep. And now transfer the weight.
There.
Slide your front foot back.
There.
Transfer the weight. And then transfer the weight. 1, 2, 1, 2. Come on.
Am I doing it?
2.
I don't know if I'm doing it. I think I'm doing it.
Listen, the thing is,
Yeah.
Rich and Tone always say, everybody thinks that they know how to move like MJ.
Yeah.
But they don't. Until you actually learn. The moonwalk, I still am practicing my moonwalk to this day. To like perfect it.
Really?
I swear to you, I am.
Okay.
Because when you watch MJ, you know, he made it look like, he made it look like it was nothing.
Yeah, no, you're gliding. That looks like you're doing it to me. Wait, can you do that thing that he did when it was, so he'd be standing on the spot and it'd almost be like he'd be going around.
On a circle? Like doing this?
Yeah. Wait, you've got it. You've got it all. You are incredible.